Greetings from the Department of ECE. In this video, we will be learning about fast transistor logic. So these are the various logic cells available. So so far we have seen what is static logic and transmission gate. Now we'll move towards PTL. Before moving into logic design using fast transistors, first let us analyze how an NMOS act as a fast transistor and PMOS act as a fast transistor. And then we'll see some properties or features of PTL logic. And then we'll see some of the examples, that is AND and OR gate I have given here, that is AND and OR logic designed using fast transistor logic cell. Finally, we'll be going through some advantages and disadvantages, plus and minus of this logic. Now we'll analyze why NMOS can pass a strong 0 and a weak 1. Before moving into that, we'll first understand if we use an NMOS as a pass transistor, how does it pass the value? And if you see the diagram, you will understand. So here I have an NMOS transistor used as a pass transistor. So உங்களோட control voltage, it will be given to the gate and the input will be passed across source to drain and drain to source. Both ways are possible. Whenever a transistor is used as a pass transistor, NMOS or PMOS, current conduction from source to drain and drain to source is possible. Now I am going to justify why NMOS is good at passing a strong 0 but a weak 1. So some of the basic things we'll recap. In case of digital, if it is a high voltage, it is logic 1, low அப்படினா 0 volt. So we in case of analog, we'll see VDD will be the high and 0 volt will be the low. And what is the condition for NMOS to turn on? That is, whenever you give NMOS a higher value, logic 1 across the gate, your NMOS will turn on. What is the condition to make the transistor sustain in linear region or sustain in a on state? VGS greater than or equal to VTN. If your VGS is greater than threshold or equal to threshold, your transistor remains in on condition. Okay, and since we are going to analyze across the terminals, you must understand VGS is equal to VG minus VS. Why VG minus VS? In case of any NMOS, your source will be tied to ground. So you must include VG minus VS. இதே PMOS எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா, you will be declaring it as VSG, VS minus VG. The reason is the source of PMOS is always tied to higher level, that is VDD. Okay, so for analyzing this justification, I am going to consider my threshold as 2 volt and higher voltage or VDD as 5 volt. So first let me start from lower voltage, and I have given a control voltage of 5 or high, that is VDD. Now what happens when I give a 2 volt? I get a 2 volt again. How do I get a 2 volt? Whenever I am giving a high volt, this transistor is in on condition. And what is VGS? So VG is 5, VS is 2. VGS is VG minus VS. That is 5 minus 2, 3 volt. 3 volt is greater than the threshold of 2 volt. So it remains in on condition and it will pass the value of 2 volt across source to drain. Next I am going to give 3 volt. Again 5 minus 3 will give me 2. Now also it is equal to threshold. So my transistor remains in on condition. It is sustained in on condition. So my output will be 3 volt. Now let me increase to 5 volt. If I increase to 5 volt, here also I have given 5, here also I have given 5. VG minus VS will be 0. So now my transistor will be in off condition. It cannot pass the value from here to here. The already available or retained value of 3 volt will be present here. So my transistor, NMOS transistor, has failed in passing a high value. So if you consider the value that is given across the source, okay, so for example, I have taken the VT as 1 volt and VD as 5 volt. If I'm increasing linearly, that is from 2.1, 2.2, right, from each and every voltage, if I'm considering till 5 volt, if I analyze, I'll be getting the voltage here as VDD minus VTN. Whenever I give a high, I'll be getting a 4 here if my threshold is 1. So here I have retained this 3 volt. Okay, that is 5 minus 2 is 3. So I am getting a 3 volt here. Okay, so my NMOS cannot pass a strong one. It can pass only a weak one. Okay, so pass transistor it can conduct in both directions. So இப்போ இங்க இந்த இடத்துல drain இந்த இடத்துல source னு consider பண்ணீங்கன்னா இந்த இந்த justification அப்படியே opposite ல பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. That is, what should I do to sustain or to obtain the condition VDD minus VTN at drain? In that way they would have derived and they would have obtained the condition also. Okay, so they will justify that whenever my VGS, that is at drain terminal, whenever it is going beyond VDD minus VTN, the transistor will remain in off condition. Okay, so now on the whole my NMOS will not pass a strong 1, it will pass only a strong 0. Similarly, why PMOS passes a strong 0, sorry, strong 1 but a weak 0? Similar kind of analysis we are going to do. Here also, you can pass the value from source to drain and drain to source. So PMOS, same kind of conditions. So VDD high and 0 volt is low. So when will a PMOS turn on? For a lower value. 0 volt கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா PMOS வந்து onல இருக்கும். And to sustain or to make PMOS remain in the on state, you must satisfy the condition VSG is greater than or equal to modulus of VTP. Why modulus of VTP? Your threshold will be negative in case of PMOS. So, and what is VSG? Vs minus Vg. Okay, so why Vs minus Vg? In any PMOS, your source will be always tied to VDD, that is source at higher level. So Vs minus Vg. I am considering my threshold as minus 2 volt here and VDD as 5 volt here. Same kind of analysis. So what happens if I give a 3 volt? Again, I'm giving a 3 volt here since my transistor is on. Here it is 0. So 0 Vs minus Vg. 3 minus 0 will give 3. Okay, so 3 is greater than mod of VTP. 3 is greater than 2 volt. So my transistor is in on condition. Passing of 3 from source to drain happens. Now I am giving a 2 volt. 2 minus 0 will be equal to 2. Threshold is also 2. So VSG greater than or equal to mod of VTP. Satisfied. So it still remains in on condition. So my transistor is in closed circuit state. It conducts. Now I am giving a 0 volt. What happens? 0 minus 0, 0. So it is not greater than mod of VTP. This transistor will be in off condition now. So it will not pass the value of 0 here. But already retained value 2 volt will be obtained as the output. So exact 0 will not be obtained, but a little higher voltage will always be obtained. So it is a weak 0. If it is a perfect 0, it has to be 0 volt. But you can get from 0 to 2 volt. Okay. Similarly, here also your PMOS could not pass a low value. It could pass the low value as one threshold. Okay, so one threshold which is retained is obtained here. So now we'll see some of the features or characteristics of fast transistor logic. So this is a switch logic or relay logic, and it is suitable only for small array applications. So you have some drawbacks in fast transistor. So it can be used only for smaller logic. Okay, you cannot design bigger circuits or bigger logic using this logic set. And as I told you earlier, as you have seen earlier, current conduction in both directions is possible. And one of the unique points is you can use the primary inputs to as a control signal as well as giving as an input to the source or drain terminals. Okay, so this is possible only in case of PTL. In no other logic, the primary inputs will be used as a control as an input. And in PTL, you conventionally use the any transistor NMOS or PMOS to pass both 1 and 0. Even though we have seen that NMOS is good at passing only a strong 0 and PMOS is good at only passing a strong 1, if you want to design a logic, you have to use the pass transistor to pass both high and low voltage. And one of the main advantage here is there is no static power consumption, no static current from supply lines. So you don't have path from VDD. So you don't have any static current. So this is a pass transistor. So your B is a control signal. A, okay, you have as A as input and X as the output. And with the N channel transistor, high voltages will be degraded by one threshold, which you have seen in the first slide when we are justifying why it cannot pass a strong one. So this pulling down of high voltage. So whenever I give a high voltage, it will be degraded by one threshold. So this will get further worsened, or this will get uh, 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 further spoil the actual working when you have more body effect in your circuit. Okay, so this is called as VT effect, one of the major disadvantage of your pass transistor logic. So this will lead to one of the property, one of the minus point of your PTL logic. That is, you cannot use more than one pass transistor to drive another pass transistor. So one pass transistor can drive only one or two pass transistors. More than that, it cannot drive. Okay, so that is why you use only for a small array applications or smaller logic applications. And your this degradation of your output, when you pass a high voltage, you will not get a high voltage. If you want to obtain the high voltage, your full logic levels can be obtained by or restored with the help of an inverter at the output of a gate. Fine. And whenever I give a input 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, so what happens whenever I give a 0 here and 0 here, there is no path. The switch is off condition. So high impedance state. Whenever there is no path, it is a high impedance state or floating state. So I have output as 0, 1 and Z. So it can act as a stray state also. So now we are going to see AND and OR gate logic using pass transistor logic style. Okay, so this is the truth table for AND and OR logic. And this is a circuit that is used. So if you are clear with the pass transistor design, okay, you can design a same gate, you can design a same logic in various different styles. If you are thorough with actual working of PMOS and NMOS pass transistor, it is very easy, and it is very you can enjoy designing various logics. Okay, so one way, I cannot say this is the actual circuit, one way of designing an AND gate using pass transistor is this circuit, and one way of designing OR gate using PTL is this circuit. So now let me check what happens if I force all these input sets. First, 0 0 combination. So A is 0 and B is also 0. If B is 0, B bar is 1. Okay, so what happens? Which transistor will turn on? NMOS will turn on for a higher value. So my 0 will be obtained as the output. I have obtained. Okay, now 0. And now 0 1 condition. Okay, so A is 0, B is 1. If B is 1, what about B bar? 0. Now which transistor will remain and will turn on? Here I have a 1, that is high voltage. So this transistor will turn on. So what is A again? 0. So 0 will be obtained as the output. Okay. Now 1, and let me consider B as 0. So if it is 0, 1 here. So this transistor will remain on, and 0 will be passed across this transistor. Again I get a 0. Now again here I have 1. Let me consider B also 1. So A is 1, B is also 1. So this transistor will turn on, and across this transistor there will be passing of 1 to F. Now I get a 1. So this is the AND logic. Now what about OR? First 0 0 combination. 0 for A, B also 0. If B is 0, B bar is 1. So now NMOS will turn on for a B bar transistor. So this transistor will remain on, and 0 will pass across this. So here I will obtain my value 0. Now next, A is 0, B is 1. 0 1 combination. Okay, so if B is 1, what about B bar? B bar will be 0. So this transistor will turn on for a higher value. So 1 will pass across this. This will act as a glow switch, pass across this to F. I obtain a 1. Now next, A is 1. Okay, so A1, B0. A is 1, B0. B0 அப்படின்னா B bar 1. So this transistor will turn on, and the 1 across this, the 1 will pass across this to F. I obtain a 1 again. Now next, 1 1 value. My A is 1 and consider B as 1. Okay, so here my this transistor B transistor will turn on, and again here I have a 1. So it will pass across this line to F. So again I get a 1 value. So this is how you design an OR and logic. As I told you earlier, you can have n number of uh, circuits to design and or. That is, different forms of PTLS can be obtained. You can just play with NMOS and PMOS pass transistors if you are thorough with the basic working. And let me point out some plus and minus points of your PTL logic. So here I can have a better layout. Why I can have a better layout? It is simple NMOS and PMOS transistors. So if I use NMOS, so previously I have seen AND and OR logic using NMOS pass transistors. All are NMOS pass transistors. Similar substrate, okay, or similar well, you can group all the transistors together. Okay, and you have reduced static power consumption. Why you have reduced static power consumption? No path from VDD to ground. You don't have any transistor connected directly to VDD always. Remember, you have not connected any transistor to supply always. Okay, so and you have less area and less complexity in fab. Okay, less complexity in fab compared to other switch logic. In case of transmission logic, you will have both NMOS and PMOS connected in parallel, which will create more complexity in fab. And what is the disadvantage? You have VT effect, that is degrading of threshold. Because of this VT effect, you cannot use a pass transistor to drive more than one or two pass transistor. Okay, so you can, it is limited to you using this for very small logic designs. So that's all about your pass transistor.